Have you ever wanted to be a ninja in VR? Well, today we're taking a look at Ninja Legends on the Oculus Quest and comparing it to its PCVR counterpart. Ninja Legends is an arcade-style, action-oriented combat melee game. You'll battle through 18 levels, unlocking 5 different weapons, 4 different shinobi powers, and battling 4 unique bosses. Levels play out in a traditional wave shooter style fashion, where separate groups of enemies will continually approach. There are no locomotion options besides room scale movement, which actually works quite well on the Oculus Quest, as enemies may surround you in 360 degrees. Combat in this game is arcadey in style. It is not overly strategic or at all realistic. However, it is fast-paced, fun, and physically enduring. Combat really comes down to just blocking and counter-attacking, but there are multiple other nuances, such as learning attack patterns of specific enemies, knowing when you could charge in and be aggressive, or when you have to prepare to block multiple attacks at once. The weapons you unlock vary in their degree of offensive and defensive capabilities. The staff, for example, is a much more defense-oriented weapon, making it extremely easy to block almost every attack. It does, however, have a shorter reach. Attack damage is also based on how hard you swing a weapon, so these single-handed weapons, which allow you to have much more extension with your arm, do more damage. Difficulty progresses steadily through each level. On normal, ninja level difficulty, the first few levels can be completed without even taking a hit, as long as you're patient and careful. But once you reach around level 5, you're no longer able to just jump into combat and swing around like a madman. Enemies will also begin to start to surround you. Luckily, the 4 separate shinobi powers that you unlock will really help in these situations. The shinobi powers are also not just a linear upgrade. You may notice that you like some better than others. For example, the bow and arrow is extremely easy to use and almost guarantees 3 kills when you use it at full power. The energy blast, on the other hand, may be able to produce more kills, but you are also more likely to miss, and you're forced to wait for opportune moments to fire off this power. There are 4 separate difficulty levels, everything varying from I want to feel like an overpowered super ninja to I am looking for an extreme challenge, and I really don't care how long it takes me to beat this game. There's a nice variety of enemies, all with different attack patterns, and each boss battle is truly unique. Graphically, this definitely isn't a standout title. While there are some cool environments, everything from the cartoony style characters to the mediocre animations does not make this a very immersive game. It lacks that presence that you really want from a VR title. Now, when I originally reviewed this game in early access on Steam VR, I wasn't very keen on recommending you pick it up. Mainly because I thought there were better titles available at the same price point which might bring more to the table. Now, I actually compared it to 3 separate games, each filling a very specific need, and those games included Gone, Swords of Gargantua, and Knockout League. But only one of those games is actually available on the Oculus Quest, and that's Swords of Gargantua, which is a wildly different game. And I only mention that in case you were looking for a much more strategic game with full locomotion. Gone was just in case you wanted some fun, visceral action, and Knockout League was in case you were a fan of the blocking, dodging, and counter-attacking mechanics, as I felt they were more refined in that game than this title. So with less options available on the Oculus Quest, and this game supporting cross-buy, meaning if you purchase it for the Rift or the Quest, you get it on both, Ninja Legends is now a much better value and easier to recommend. Just temper your expectations going in, know this is an arcade-style fighter, and if that's the type of game you're looking for, you will enjoy this. Now, comparing this game to its PCVR counterpart, this may be the first and possibly only time I will say this, but I think it's actually better on the Oculus Quest. As this is not a graphically intensive title, the visual downgrade is minimal. But the freedom of not having to worry about your actual PC tether was actually great. I'm actually rarely bothered by the PCVR tether, but the fact that there was none there at all allowed me to have a bit more fun with the game. I would pace back and forth between waves, solidifying my ninja role. And while you rarely ever have to spin in a full circle in this game, the fact that I knew I couldn't tangle my cable left me being a bit more playful. I was making a lot more wild movements and just having a lot more fun with the game. The game plays exactly the same on the Oculus Quest as PCVR. There is absolutely nothing missing, and like I said, this might be the best way to actually experience this game. So if you're looking for an arcade style melee combat game on the Oculus Quest, Ninja Legends may be the title for you. But if you're looking for realistic combat, a storyline, robust mechanics, locomotion, this isn't the game for you, and you're gonna have to look elsewhere. Okay everybody, you know the drill. If you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. Comment with your feedback below. Let me know what other titles you'd like me to cover in the future. And if you like this content, consider subscribing. I will see you guys on next time.